Okay, welcome to another episode of the Urban Yeti Hunters.
Hi, I'm just about to avoid a major collision. Thank you.
He's letting you through. We are racing towards an old spot that we both remembered this week.
At 27 miles an hour.
Yep.
Eh?
We are breakneck to that location.
It's been haunted for hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years, apparently.
And they've never known speeds like 27 miles an hour. So.
And I think I'd forgotten about it because I was like 18 when I learned of its spooky history. And
long time ago.
I spent a lot of time just, being drunk and partying. So, George's Hill, apparently, taxi drivers avoid it because it's super spooky.
Or do they avoid it because nobody lives there?
Why is it when I'm a passenger I do that and look still to see if folks coming? Apparently the story is that there is a menacing character haunts the hill.
More than one.
Oh, I only know the one.
I'll tell you. Tell me the one.
I'm telling you this one first. So this menacing character, I'm not going to say him, but I'm assuming it'll be a male ghost, haunts the hill and trying to get a lift. I don't know if hundreds of years ago they would have done that, but so, and if you don't give them a lift, apparently a menacing figure can appear in the back seat. Getting some back seat action.
Not a menacing ferret then?
No, just a menacing figure.
Excellent.
In a brimmed hat will appear on the back seat and make you feel like, you're just gonna go yourself.
The San Domingo man.
So that's where we're going to, and we'll just see how that goes.
Especially when you've gone the wrong way.
Right, Mark, we're not there yet. Come on, story time. Tell us what you know.
So there's also a tale of you see the creepy guy popping in and out as you walk down the hill. People
popping in and out.
He pops. A popper. There's a proper popper. He pops. You can just see this figure.
Right.
And there's also
not got leaky trousers then.
He might have leaky trousers. I don't know.
Right.
But I'll just pause that for a moment while I go the correct way. Relax.
Continue. Action.
So, snap. There's also a story of a horse and carriage that overtakes vehicles travelling down from the top of George's Hill. A black horse, like a funeral horse and carriage, with a ghostly, skeletal-looking pilot, driver, whatever they call them, carriage man.
Driver. A highwayman. A dandy man.
No, a dandy man, a dandy carriage thing. Yeah, him anyway.
Edit.
Yeah.
So there's this carriage and it overtakes cars.
Yes. I think it's a Tesla.
Yeah.
I think it's this one.
I hope we see it.
I think it's not Jumblies Drive.
Jumblies.
That's where the Jumblies live. The Jumblies weren't sailed away in a...
Sailed to sea in a sieve.
In a sieve they did. They said the sieve.
A sieve they sailed to sea.
They did. We're almost there. Relax.
George's Lane.
Changed the name because it was so terrifying.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Right.
So this is where all the action happens. Not in the built-up area, but this thing, whatever it is, chases you down from the top of the hill. We'll go to the top of the hill, see if we can find somewhere to park, and we'll check out the location. And we've bought the electric monster finder.
Ha! Look, stole their trousers.
She must be crazy walking down here.
Crazy.
This is it.
So is it named George's Hill because it's George that haunts it?
I have no idea. We need to find out that. We'll do a bit of research and we'll put the... if we find out why, We'll put some text in the description below.
Right. Oh, that's a leaf.
But if something was chasing me down here at night while I was walking back alone, I would absolutely pap myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I wouldn't walk down here at night. I'd just, like, stay somewhere else.
I believe there's a little pulling over bit at the top.
But no path. Yet again, we've come to a location with no paths.
Well, if you want to walk down, you can. I'm not prepared to do it though.
Pussy.
I know. But I would in the name of the Urban Yeti Hunters of science.
Oh, there's parkage there.
Oh, look here.
It's George!
It's George, is it? With his mystical
There's
mower.
Grim Dart on as well. Great hat.
Right, there's nowhere to park. I thought there was.
There is. Turn round. It with that little in bit back there.
No, that's a driveway.
Is it?
Yes.
Wow. It's a nice place.
It is a nice place. But anyway.
Public footpath.
We're still actually on George's Lane.
Yeah.
George's Hill, as it was used to be known as.
It's a lovely evening. Oh, filming the worst footage of a lovely evening.
It's very nice. Well, that one was a total bust. Not a total bust because you got to see the location, but there really was nowhere to park. So, undeterred, we will return to that location at some point and we will investigate, do a proper investigation. Undeterred, on to the next location. This one we managed to park at. Enjoy.
Right then, we're on location at Rolleston Station, where apparently on the platform you can hear somebody whistling when there's nobody here. So, not picking much up. But then again, did I expect to? Yeah, I don't know. Not really.
So here we are at Rolleston Station, which is reportedly haunted. They see a man standing on the platform, not that man down there, but yeah, interesting. And apparently you can hear whistling as well. But we shall see. We'll grab the EMF in a bit and try and see if we can make any contact. Okay, here at Rolleston Station, just going to do a quick EMF session, see if we can pick anything up. It's reportedly haunted by a chap who died under, I don't know what happened, really. I think we'll find out though. So Are there any spirits here that wish to communicate with us? You can light these lights up on this box that I've got in my hand. And there we go. Oh, very good, thank you. Dude, that's bizarre.
Hang on.
It really is bizarre.
I need to see this. Just one moment, please.
Could you light them up as well for my brother, please? Could you do it again? Could you make them light up again, please? Just the lights in this grey box that I've got in my hand. If you want to talk to us. Are you here on your own? Can you see us? Can you hear us?
Right.
Okay. Any questions?
I mean, what do you ask?
Ask anything you like, but be respectful at all times.
I will. Light the box up if you are happy. Light the box up if you are unhappy. Light the box up if you like visitors.
Do you like to talk to people when they come and visit? Can you whistle? We've heard reports that you actually stand on the platform and whistle. Could you do that for us? Okay, we did get the lights a second ago. Oh, there we go. We've got some. Thank you, thank you. Could you send it up to red? Could you make the lights turn red?
Oh, is that just me? No?
It shouldn't be affected by you at all. I'm holding it.
Right, yeah, of course.
Could you do that again for me, please? Could you make the lights light up? Have you been here for a long time? Have you been here more than 10 years? Did you die here? These lights here at the top, if you could just make them light up for us, and then we can start a conversation. If you want to talk, would you like to talk? If you would like to talk, make the lights light up once. If you would not like to talk, make them light up twice. Okay, not a lot happening here. I know Tom and David at Haunted Finders were here a few weeks ago, and they got some pretty good results, to be fair. Great channel, by the way. If you've not seen Haunted Finders, check them out. You won't be sorry. Really good, really good. They go to some great locations. Are you a male? Are you a man? You light the lights up to say yes? Are you female? Not getting much here, kid. There's not a lot happening. And why you
go down the
focus?
Just touch where I am and it'll refocus.
There we go. That's better.
Shall we try another part of the platform? I know we've
It's
not got
here.
much to choose from.
Apparently.
Is it?
It's this part, yes.
Okay.
It is getting quite dark now, which is a good thing, because we can see this working, if it's going to work. is working because it's lit up. But okay, light the lights up in this box here if you'd like us to leave. Could you do that again? Could you light them all the way, please? And then we'll leave you alone. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Well, it was nice to speak with you. Thank you for talking to us. Be safe, and I hope you're very happy. Thank you. It would have been the winter of 1988-89. My granddad was in hospital, the local hospital, just the other side of the town behind us of Bolsover. And we'd been to visit him, and we were on our way back home. And this was the route that we always took. And just as it was late, well, I say late, it was winter, so it must have been around 7:30. We turned into this road here, of which I will find out the name of the road, I'm not sure. And as we were driving down, I was driving my parents' car, but I was driving, so I would have been around 19 years old. And I got the sense that the car was lit up, and I got the sense that there was a car following us down here. Now there's no way to turn off, as you can see it's quite narrow. Twisty and turner, there isn't really any way to pull over, and the car was following closely behind. So if you look behind now, you'll see that this car was following us. Not the car that's there right now, but there was a car behind. Our car was lit up with its headlights, the car behind us headlights, and we got to here, just around here, and nothing. There was no car. There was no car behind us. There was no sound. There was no attempt for anything to get around us. And everyone in the car remarked, "What the hell was that? Where has that gone? What was it?" And that was 34, 35 years ago, and we're still, sit your head back, we still talk about it today. Whew. Ha ha! Well, that was fun.
We are back, and we're still alive.
Barely. I enjoyed that. Didn't get a lot happening. Was really interesting with the EMF again, as was the last video. Seemed to respond to questions. Again, no sense nor reason for that lighting up at all. What did you think?
I need it to be spookier, I think. For me, I think it needs to heighten my senses, so as to start picking up on vibes.
We can find somewhere spooky, kid.
Not too spooky though, eh? Yes, it was interesting, the EMF thing, even though I missed most of it. Yes, but I did watch it on the video on the way back. So yeah, very strange. Was it a ghost? I think I needed a whistle to confirm that. But yeah, bizarre.
Very strange, yeah. So that's just a couple of the local areas.
George's Hill, disappointed.
Yeah, there's nowhere to park. And
No.
I ain't walking up there. And I certainly ain't walking up there at night time. Not from a spooky perspective, but from a certain risk of death if a car could come belting round the corner.
Yeah, you're too right. But
And I don't know
feel it would proper poo your pants at night time.
Yeah, I don't know many ghost hunters that go out in high-vis vests.
They'd kill it, wouldn't it?
It would.
It just looks stupid.
Yeah. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Please share, like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz.
Ding the bell.
You can follow us now on Instagram, Facebook, and
Twitter.
Get in there. See you next time.
Let's have some suggestions, please, for other content. Because not that I don't want to find a ghost, I do want to believe. But, you know, we're up for finding werewolves, UFOs, anything. Make a suggestion.
Cannock Chase.
Cannock Chase.
Let us know if you want us to go to Cannock Chase.
Is that where the beast is?
It's Dark-Eyed Children, the werewolf, you name it, it's at Cannock. Okay. See you next week.
Bye.
Ta-ta.
Another again. Do it again.
Okay. See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Again.
Okay.
I don't think I'm joining in with it enough.
Okay. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.